Good day, friends. My name is Paulo de Alba, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today's gospel is taken from Luke chapter 7, verses 1 to 10. Let me read that for you. When Jesus had finished saying all these to the people who were listening, he entered Capernaum. There, a centurion servant whom his master valued highly was sick and about to die. The centurion heard of Jesus and sent some elder of the Jews to him, asking him to come and heal his servant. When they came to Jesus, they pleaded earnestly with him. This man deserves to have you do this because he loves our nation and has built our synagogue. So Jesus went with them. He was not far from the house when the centurion sent some friends to say to him, Lord, don't trouble yourself, for I do not deserve to have come under my roof. That is why I did not even consider myself worthy to come. But say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes. And that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him, and turning to the crowd following him, he said, I tell you, I have not found such great faith even in Israel. Then the men who had been sent returned to the house and found the servant well. What faith the centurion had. Great faith that the centurion had of Jesus, of Jesus and his power to heal. Jesus has been preaching about healing and how he was not accepted even in his own hometown. That's why he was able to heal more people outside, because they were able to believe in him and understand the power that he has to heal. People are heard about him and are curious about him. And this centurion is not only curious, but knows that he has the power and believes that he can heal his servant. A centurion who, in the time of Jesus, was considered the enemy of the Jews. But some of the Jews were actually pleading Jesus to help this man because he was kind to them. He was helping them out. He was a friend to them. So this is amazing. Imagine someone who's considered to be enemies of the Jews at this time. And the Jews or the Israelites were helping him to reach Jesus and heal his own servant, to do something for him. But the centurion, as you saw in the story, was very humble, saying to Jesus, I'm not even worthy to come to you, but even just your word is enough to heal my servant. What great faith, what great trust in who Jesus is. Interestingly, the centurion knew who Jesus was and the power that he has. And that power comes from above with authority, just like he does. He answers to authority. So he understood where Jesus is coming from. But more importantly, he trusted in Jesus. But also he knew who he was, a sinner, just like many of us, and how unworthy we are to come before him. And yet, because of his great love for us, he comes to us. Another interesting fact about this story is that just the previous chapter, in chapter 6 of Luke, Jesus was preaching about loving your enemies. And here we see Jesus doing that in action, showing love, healing his enemy, a centurion. He's showing to us, yes, these are the things that I preach to you about love. And it is doable. Jesus is an example of someone who walks the talk, who preaches and really shows you how to do it. And here in this example, just after a chapter after he talks about loving your enemies, he shows to us what that means. A centurion who's asking him to heal his servant whom he loves and appreciates is coming to Jesus to ask for healing. An enemy, and Jesus came to him, went to him, or at least intended to go to him before he was stopped by his friends. But he sent word of healing, and the servant was healed. How is our faith in Jesus? The centurion had so much faith and trust in Jesus because he knew who Jesus was from the stories he heard. How much do we know Jesus? And how much do we trust him? How much do we experience his love? And how do we practice what we learn from him? Jesus said, love your enemies. He did it. How much Do we have faith in Him that we follow His word and obey in humility? Have a blessed week, my friend. God bless you.